Welcome to the introductory video for SUNY Potsdam's Archives and Special Collections. In this quick lesson, we'll take a look at the difference between the archives, special collections, and the library itself. And before we start, keep in mind that different institutions will have different definitions for these terms. So this video is specifically dealing with how SUNY Potsdam has structured its archives and special collections. The Crum Library is what we might consider the umbrella institution. Within it sits the SUNY Potsdam Archive, and within the archive sits the special collections, which are part of the archive's own collections. And just to make things even more confusing, around all of these sits the Lougheed Learning Commons. Got it? Now let's take a look at what types of materials and services each of these offer, since that's the easiest way to differentiate between them. The library is open to everybody, including members of the community who have no connection to SUNY Potsdam. Its collection is mostly secondary sources. This includes the books on the shelves, but also its electronic resources, such as articles and ebooks. The library also serves as an information hub on campus, ordering books from interlibrary loan, providing access to databases, supplying other services too, like printing or research consultations with librarians. Unlike the library, the archive is open by appointment only, and even this is a new development, as it's been closed completely for the past decade due to the lack of an archivist. Its collection is overwhelmingly primary sources. These include the papers of important figures in the history of SUNY Potsdam, such as educators and composers, as well as those of important figures in New York's North Country, files of university departments and offices, maps, marketing materials, and so on. The archive maintains this collection for posterity, ensuring that SUNY Potsdam's history is available for future researchers, yourself included, and because of this, its materials never leave the archive itself. Finally, the special collections are part of the archive. They consist of both primary and secondary sources, mostly historical book collections, such as early education texts and histories of St. Lawrence County and other North Country communities, as well as campus publications like the Blue Line Literary Magazine, the Racket College Paper, and yearbooks. These texts are non-circulating, as many of them are very old and fragile and can only be used within the archive. So that's a quick primer on SUNY Potsdam's archives and special collections. Just remember that the special collections sit inside the archives sit inside the library, and all of them sit inside the Lougheed Learning Commons.